I have been to the precipice, Cafeteria Manager. I have seen the end.
Is this what you get when you call the police now?
Happy Valentine's Day. On this special occasion, I would like to start a new game. Another game I have been waiting for a long time to play, which is Disco Elysium. And this is supposed to be some kind of masterpiece, and I really look forward to seeing if that's true. Let's just go. It's pretty dialogue heavy. There's gonna be a lot of reading, a lot of listening. Alright, so first up we select an archetype. Intelligence, social ability, I guess, strength, and agility. Man, the art is gorgeous, isn't it? So I always like at least being a charming guy in these kinds of games. Yeah, we're gonna create our own. And I'm thinking I want to be smart and charming. Let's be great at psyche, average at intellect. So maybe I don't want to be a strong boy per se, but I'm feeling this. Let's go. Select your signature skills. Hunches and gut feelings, dreams in waking life. I like the hunches, yeah. This just sounds like the funkiest one, so I'm gonna make this a signature, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Confirm. Let's go. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
Ancient reptilian brain. Man, that voice acting though, that's awesome. Kind of reminds me of the, nobody's gonna know this, but the lead singer of Sixth. It's a British modern progressive metal band or something like that. He also does some voice acting, I think, and poems, and he has exactly the same voice.
Ever.
Nope.
Never, ever.
Never, ever, ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby.
Simply keep on non-existing.
An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
This is great.
Yes, it is.
Give me some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
How about you cough up some more of that sweet oblivion?
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
Love me some sweet oblivion. I want to get off now. I like pain and burning light and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. That's a great way to describe life right there.
Do you really?
Don't be naive, of course not. I want to sail the inky blackness until forever ends.
Alright, nothing town to fuck all borough.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Look, there's I am tired of being this type of animal, and who gives a shit?
Not you.
Alright.
Your days of giving a shit and being that type of animal are over.
Wait, no. I need to belittle myself instead.
Do you really?
I do. Let me off.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much over yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Inland Empire. Easy success. Alright, so that's the signature skill we chose. Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first. Tell me, what's waiting for
There's
me?
this giant ball there, in evil apes. And the evil apes are juking it out on the ball. You're one of them. It's basically all just evil apes juking it out on a giant ball.
That sounds like our good old Mother Earth, alright? How small are the apes?
Infinitesimally small.
How big is the ball?
You can't even make out it's a ball when you're juking it out. It's that large.
And this juking it out, I keep hearing about. What's that?
Vying for resources. It's a stupid expression you picked up somewhere. The part of the presentation you want to take home with you is this. You have to beat the other evil apes in the face, or you lose.
That's sad.
Yes, it is. And you drowned in that sadness a long time ago.
What do you mean, drowned?
You're lost.
Open your eyes. Oh shit. He just passed out on the floor with a bottle of booze, I see. Which was the sweet Oblivion. Alright. Should I put on pants? I really don't feel like it. I rarely do, to be honest. Let's look at this. Oh. I've been there. This magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red is empty. I believe a Magnum is 3 liters and Commodore Red is probably some kind of whiskey. That will make you feel like that, or kill you. What the fuck is this? Hold tab to highlight? Looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. Why do I have the feeling that... Oh, look at that. Why do I have the feeling that someone is me? This reel-to-reel tape player is still on, rolling empty. Empty cassette case. We have that now, I don't know why. But we do. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed in a fit of rage. Something about the Etenière single smallest church in Saint-Saëns must have rubbed someone the wrong way. The label says the song was recorded in 43. We've got a broken window here. Oh, we're slow. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Assess the damage. Oh, the shards face outwards. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. Did I break it with my own hands? Look at them. A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. What did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Assess the size of the impact. It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You are looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. Like the green shoe that's on the hat rack in the corner, which, coincidentally, is missing its friend. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room. Alright. I don't need it. I don't need anyone. How sad do I want to play this? I should really go and get that shoe. Looks like a nice shoe. New task, find your other shoe. A cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold. You know what, if we're going outside and it's cold, then maybe we should be wearing these pants. But first, let's check this bra. Oh no, it's a white satin shirt. What's this? A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off. That's right, we're masculine. Hot water sprays from the base and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just the outline of a man. Suddenly you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor. Really? Nothing? Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions. Wipe the mirror. As you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror... Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you will see there, and you will never unbecome it. So this is our perk again. notifying us that maybe we should... Yeah, it's a success, so maybe we shouldn't look. Maybe I should touch it first, make sure there's nothing wrong with my face. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with it. Oh, this is making me really curious. What's wrong? Where to even begin? There's the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin. Just touch your tongue. I'm gonna touch my tongue because it's weird. At least my tongue is okay. It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers. Okay, I'm sorry. Touch your nose. Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. And it doesn't appear to be particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you. So I feel like we should listen to our perk and not look in the mirror. I'm out of here. You see bottles in the bathtub. Wine, beer, and sweet liqueurs. Alright. Let's put on some pants first. Looking snazzy already. -1 savoir-faire. My French is horrible, so don't expect anything from me. +1 electrochemistry. How deep does this game go? Alright, how about this then? +1 esprit de corps. Or something like that. We are now presentable. I think. Kinda. But we have one shoe to wear. Green shoe, left foot. You must value privacy. The door has been locked from the inside. Oh, look at that. There's a tie on the... Yeah. This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan and the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck, so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange world. Grab the tie. We have 42% chance to grab it. So everything is based on dice rolls, it looks like. Hey, success. You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade. Warning, warning. The necktie is no longer contained. What you have in your hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. Oh, we're so slow. We're so slow, but I completely understand. Alright, perception, hearing. You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants. So perceptive. Fish them out. It says, whirling in rags on the aluminum key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door. Awesome. Oh, we're...
Hello, officer.
We're an officer, apparently. And we are... no longer hungover, it seems. Calendar says it's March. The year is 51. Like 1951? Or 2051? Klaasje. That's a Dutch name. But for a man. Miss Oranje Disco Dancer. Wait. Oranje is also Dutch. This woman is Dutch. I'm Dutch. That's epic. The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips. Perception sight. Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28. Officer, am I military personnel? Or turn your bloated face away from her beauty and just keep on walking. Nah, I want to talk to her.
No.
She seems perplexed by your question. Authority, medium success. Alright, there's only one solution to this. You're a businessman. What? Officer, a businessman? Wait, I know. I'm a businessman. Chief Executive Officer, right? The young woman shakes her head slowly. Okay, Chief Technical Officer?
No. You're a police officer, sir?
Goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget
Okay,
it.
cool. I won't.
Empathy. She means it. She wouldn't defy authority, however sweaty and bloated it may look. Alright, no need to be alarmed. I was just getting into the character, you know.
Okay.
She breathes into silvery smoke. How do you know I'm a police officer?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
And what business is that?
I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I love how we don't know what the hell's going on. Who in their right mind would let me be an officer of the law? Or try the expression on her. Let her know you want her. Physically. Challenging 12, but 58% chance, right? I mean, we gotta take a gamble here. For science. Here we go. We got it. Come on, why are you still doing this? I'm at death's door, bloated, a goner, and still. Does the longing ever stop? Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men, she says matter-of-factly. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort. It's only natural. This lady's smart. She puts out her cigarette. What's going on? Reaction speed. Something stirs in you as she's about to go. Call an instinct, a need, the need to ask questions. It's like you've said the words 1,000,000 times before. She looks back at you, a light glinting off her eyes. Before you go, I have some questions for you. Yes? What is this place? Where am I? You're in a hostel, sir. No, where are we? Where in the world? We are in Revachol. Okay. Revachol is the disgraced former capital of the world, divided into zones of control under foreign occupation. Half a century after a failed world revolution, she is central to our moment in time. Should that mean something to me? You sure look like you're from Revachol. I'm gonna have to learn how to pronounce that. Revachol. Revachol parties. Tell me, is it 51 now? It's 51. What century? The current century. That's not very helpful, Clashie. And that's what? What number? Centuries don't have numbers. They have names, and this is the current one. Interesting. How many centuries have there been then? Civilization has existed for 8,000 years, sir. She grins. What's so funny? You're right. Her expression turns serious. There is nothing funny about civilization. That's right. Your room was almost next to mine. Did you hear anything last night? There was the usual ruckus, she shrugs, loud disco music. Did I have any visitors? Couldn't say. It's impossible to hear people speaking from over here. She nods towards room 3. Loud disco music? Oh yes, various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations, prime among them. She raises an eyebrow, waiting for the name to connect with you. Oh, we're huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, she sings. But we go on. It mostly just gets hard, doesn't it? It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock the disco stopped and there was a change of pace. What happened? A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of the time you were yelling along to it. Was I singing this? Show her the empty case of the smallest church in Saint Cyan. Yes, there was a church in there, a really small church, like the smallest, saddest church in the whole world. It was about that, and also, what else? That it doesn't matter anymore, and that we are alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it. When you say wounded, do you mean that in a cool way, like a wild beast? Yes, it was very cool. I get the idea that she's humoring us. Then what happened? Then you started screaming and trashed the place. That's so me. What did I do? A window was smashed, the tape player probably, the song stopped, and furniture too. A real destructathon. There was screaming then. I think you passed out. It prides me to hear this. Tell me there was more. Please tell me there wasn't anything else. There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5, she nods, and that was it. Okay, you can go now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
But we got the seductive skill check, right? Aren't we being heckin' seductive right about now? The door is closed. Knock. There's no answer. You hear the shower being turned on somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you. How sad do I... Most of these questions that just end up with me deciding what amount of sadness I want to feel. Swallow the emotion, very sad. Beauty, don't abandon me in all this ugliness, very melodramatic. Why are you doing this? Don't do this to me. Extremely sad and very sad. I'm so alone. This feels weak. I don't want to feel weak. This is accepting. We're really going into my my psyche right now. I would probably go with swallow the emotion. Try to handle. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside. Knock again. Still no answer. Knock again, but this seems like the most patient lady in the entire game, so I'm gonna abuse the hell out of it. Knock again, much harder. Still nothing. Alright, we're leaving. We have shoes to find. There's something on the table. What is it? 40 cents? Hell yeah. Hey, I see a shoe over there. What? What's this? I click this? The smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Green snakeskin shoes. Gain experience 10 for finding a shoe. That's life right there. There they both are. 2 identical shoes. Both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. It's the happiest I've seen the dialogue be so far. Like 2 baby crocodiles. Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes. It's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. Pretty clear, yeah. How do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. See, I told you we really needed to get that shoe. Right, what's next for us? We got our shoes. That's basically the end game, right? What's this? This is the weekend edition of the satirical newspaper Trompe Le Monde. Yeah. That's good shit. Let's see, this is a makeshift stage. A big old karaoke mic, just waiting for someone to sing into it. The speaker is connected to the radio and the music is seasoned with static. You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know of your vast, oceanic soul. My soul is immense. And it is something I would say, because my soul is immense. My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover. That's probably true, but I'm gonna go into this game being myself as much as I can, utterly, and it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people. This goes well with the theory I'm developing, that I'm a down-on-my-luck superstar person, who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. What should I sing when it comes to it? You should sing the sad small church song from the tape you found. Thought it was obvious. Of course! You'll really get a gauge on my soul with that one. Serve them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic small church song. Who's laughing now? No one. New task, sing karaoke. What is this game? You would need another copy of the tape first though. The one upstairs is destroyed. Finished thought. So we're posing now, right? This feels right. You belong here. Garte, Cafeteria Manager. A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter, inspecting a stuffed seabird. As you approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. Empathy, success. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now, he's purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan. I sense you're not a fan of mine.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this? So not only am I a cop, but I'm also a hero cop?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
What did I do?
What did you not do? First, you took the body down. Then you solved the murder. Then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
I gather I did none of these things. Oh my god, I did all of these things? No, I'm going for 2. I'm guessing I didn't do any of those
You're
things.
right, you didn't. And it's only taken you 3 days not to.
Only 3 days? What have I been doing all this time? Have you seen me around?
No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
He looks down again and keeps plucking at the bird. Look at the stuffed bird. A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings is broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it, most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter. What happened to the bird?
Look, your buddy is over there.
He looks at the doors where a man in a bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
What do you mean, my buddy? He pretends not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead. Are you the bartender?
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager.
Understood.
Alright, we're gonna leave. Lovely talk, though. Who's this lady?
Hello, sweetie.
She likes us. We found someone that likes us.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket.
Right, before we talk to this obvious important man, we're looking around a little.
A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Electrochemistry. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Pretty long, it's drink o'clock. An hour? Sweet lord, a whole hour, and you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself. I've been secretly thinking about it all that time. I do really enjoy a glass of rum. There he is, the old boy, the devil, you rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking that stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild. Lick it, but only a little. This is great. Actually, this is true. I was planning on not drinking the rum at all. I do like how they put it here, so I'm gonna lick it, but only a little. You lick it, but only a little. Only with the tip of your tongue, because you're a pleasure delayer. After 2 or 3 licks, the crust begins to melt, and the sweetness breaks loose. The sharp, titillating scent of alcohol rises to your nostrils. It's dizzying. This is gross. New task, find booze and drink it. You could definitely go for some more. That was great. I love every sentence Sleeping dock worker. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-cake boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines, encircled by a logo with a tree. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. Pick up the pills. The man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does. We've gained magnesium. Is magnesium headache pills? Alright, let's talk to our buddy. Kitsuragi. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched in this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You are sure of this. But why? I imagine this man... We love this guy and we should really treat him well. Let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
His grip is firm. You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize. I don't know my name, or 58% chance to think of a good name for ourselves. I feel like if we fail this, we will get a very silly name. So this just feels like a win-win to me. Let's do it. Failure. Rafael Ambrosio Cousteau. I mean, that's a pretty cool name, right? It's very, very cool, but maybe just a bit too ostentatious. You instinctively run your hand over the multi-patterned silk of your tie. Its sickness gives you comfort and reassurance. Oh, slickness, not sickness. Don't worry, Rafael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop. My name is Rafael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Yes, well...
He doesn't even process what you just said, just moves on.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right?
Sure.
It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware. I'm a policeman. I haven't.
Okay. We'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Uh-oh. Look, man, you know, yeah. Oh, no. I'm just gonna be very straight with Kim because he's our rock. I already feel he's our rock in this chaotic world. We need to hold onto him tightly, not let him go. No.
So the body is still in the tree?
Yes, Kim. This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
But I can't remember anything. Like I said, straight as an arrow. He looks at you for a moment in silence. I can see you drank last night and the night before, and that you are still drunk now. But I have seen officers go through much worse. Much worse. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby, but as I said, the dead body should be our #1 concern. What were we supposed to do again? Talk to the manager, then we go out back and take the body down. This guy is so patient with us. It's great. How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. You said insignia. These white rectangles, you mean? Point to your sleeve? Yes. But they're just white rectangles. They're not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to stop into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job. But shouldn't I have a badge or something? Check your pockets. You mean you don't have a badge? It was not on me when I woke up. Pretend you found it. I have my badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge. No, we're gonna be straight. Even though it's very, very tempting to be as silly as possible here. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I would advise you to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence. Alright, let's roll. After you, officer. Alright, let's go to the manager first. We're doing police things now. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
He responds tersely. Not quite sure what tersely means.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name.
The Harbinger of Ruin.
What?
The Gloaming. I am it.
I have
Yes.
no idea what that means.
The human experiment will soon be over, Cafeteria Manager. It doesn't matter if you understand. Oh, both of these are fucking gold.
I have been to the precipice, Cafeteria Manager. I have seen the end.
Is this what you get when you call the police now? This guy? You've been waiting for a week here.
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job. And for us to do it, I need you to stay calm.
Yeah, stay calm.
Cafeteria Manager.
Yes, of course.
He takes a step back. For a moment, the Cafeteria Manager fidgets under the lieutenant's gaze, then he gives in.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you a while to call us. It was you who placed the call, correct?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
What a total badass this Cafeteria Manager is.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
Who, me? Yes.
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean, do I have questions? Ask them. Yeah, I want to ask some
You have
questions.
questions for me, like a police officer would.
The Cafeteria Manager is clearly agitated again. Why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business.
She pertains to the coming apocalypse.
I gain experience for that? Hell yeah. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse, he snorts. Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. Didn't go well? I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. This stuff gets on my nerves. I am a feminist. Everything has something to do with everything. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that, then to your right you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franconerian cavalry to fit through. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice we made that hole. Oh shit, we are the worst cops. Now this sounds like a really stupid question, but I'm gonna ask it. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What, are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. That is all. Alright, plus 30 experience. Which I assume is good. Let's go. Not so fast, says the cafeteria manager. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must merely be imagination, but... Horrific necktie says, let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those. Volition. No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk. Oh, what's real, as in what's real. That's the money. The currency here. Now here I am in a conundrum again, because I said I would play as me, and I would never do this, but I can't resist clicking on skill checks, you know? I'm a gambler. I'm really not, but in games, yes. What's real? Oh, excuse me, you owe me 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mocking aristocratic accent. Real. Lovely. The IIR, or Intersolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. By real, do you mean some form of street cred? I like how this game has all this deep baked in lore, but it presents itself as you not knowing anything about it, and that's exactly how I feel. It's really smart. It's smart. This game feels smart. Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money. Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right. Money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him, says the necktie. You're under arrest. You know, if Kim wasn't here, I might try to arrest him, but... what exactly is money? The old misdirect. What are you, a philosopher? Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. Yes, that's the one. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or, he peeks into the ledger, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? All of these are so good. I've never been this conflicted in like a dialogue system. Usually there's one choice that's obviously the best, but these are all so good. I feel like a complete idiot, and I've never felt so good about it. Yeah, proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Yes, it is. Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right? No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in his voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. 100 times smaller? But that's horrible. It is. He stands silently looking at the coppers on the counter. For a moment, his antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money. Isn't it evil, the order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have?
Darkness rides.
Pick up the coins. Cafeteria manager says, it does, doesn't it? Are we connecting here over my philosophic bullshit? There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop for. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. What do I owe this place money for? I just don't want this dialogue to end. It's too great. Let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. That feels pretty cheap for a window, to be honest. Good deal. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real, actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Ravachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 is 130 real, and yes, real is still money. Good that he said that, because I would have started this entire conversation over. Alright, different subject. Did I just hear my tie speak to me twice? Horrific necktie. No one is saying that. No one is saying the tie can talk. That would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money. Great advice, I'm considering it. I just want to keep the tie on my good side. The lieutenant looks at you, tugging at your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder. If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages. What happens now? He turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then he shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now? You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. I don't remember where my home is. Straight as an arrow. For Kim. Officer. A pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. Task, pay for damages. The man wants to say something, then thinks better of it. Good luck. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. I really don't remember. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know, near? South, maybe. You don't really know, do you?
I have only a vague, blackened image.
A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I trace the way back somehow? To the exact street, the exact number on a building? Thought gained, lonesome long way home. Is gaining thoughts good? I'm not sure. You can try, run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. But for now, let us go.